Hi, welcome to my kitchen. Today I'm making a stir-fried lamb with some lovely peppers and broccoli. And you know, this is a great crowd pleaser. It's a lovely family favourite. The reason I'm going with this recipe is I have a fridge full of vegetables and fruit that I need to use up because I kind of overstocked, to be honest. And a stir-fry is a brilliant way of getting those veggies in because there's only so many soups you can make, you know. Anyway, we're going with lamb. Now we're lamb farmers here at Ballyknocken, so this is important to me. It's really important to buy the best lamb that you can. So I buy the quality assured lamb, which means it's being produced to the highest of Robia standards. Being Wicklow farmers as well, for us lamb reflects the seasons, and at the moment there's a lovely flavour coming out of it. But that said, we want to add a little bit more to it, so I'm going to make a marinade for it. So I've got a little bit of garlic here, so just crush the garlic. Marinades are just a great way of adding a little bit of flavour, and you can do the same with chicken or beef. But I just think lamb is a wonderful meat that we should use a lot more often because there's just, as I said, gorgeous seasonal flavours coming out in it. So there's our garlic. Oh, we've a little compost bowl there. Just chop up the garlic. Now with the ginger, what I have here is some ginger that I have frozen because I don't know if you know, but when you buy the ginger, you end up with so much of it left over. You can freeze it, you can pop it in the freezer. I give it a really good scrub. You can peel it if you want in advance, but I'm actually okay using it with the skin still on once I know it's been scrubbed, and it grates really easily from frozen. So other flavours and things that you would add in, right, I have here some soy sauce. So that's your saltiness coming in. So we're going with a tablespoon of that. It's an easy recipe to remember because it's tablespoon, tablespoon, tablespoon. So a tablespoon of oil and a tablespoon of either rice wine, but not many people have rice wine at home, so you can use sherry instead. So popping a bit of sherry in. Soy sauce and sherry or rice wine as a combination is really, really good together for stir fries. Just as a finishing, like I would often just stir fry vegetables as a side dish, and that's my go-to, the soy sauce with the sherry. It's really, really nice. So a little bit of pepper because I'm not putting chili in this, so I do need that little kind of spice or heat coming through. And now my favourite, 5 spice. 5 spice has this beautiful aromas and blend of flavours that work so well with meat, with fish. So you've got in here a little bit of cinnamon, fennel, star anise, cloves and black pepper. This is the only one you don't put a tablespoon of in, or you'll know all about it. So it's about a half a teaspoon has gone in there. So we give this a little mix up. So it's not too wet of a marinade, which is perfect because we're going to stir fry it, and I really don't want the meat boiling in the marinade. So all of this goes in here. And then I'll just put my tongs and we give this just a mix around. Now, the recipe itself calls for about 300, 400 grams of veggies, but you can put as much in as you want. You can bulk this up. So over we go to the heat now. Get our wok on, full blast, and there's your sizzle. Peppers and broccoli. Here she goes. Look at that for colour. So there's still a lovely bit of colour in it, but it's lost its really sharp crunch, which will make it beautiful for my stir fry. So now I'm going to heat the pan up again, get it going, bit of oil, and my lamb which has been marinating. I want to make sure the pan is fully dry, that there's no liquid left before I put the lamb in, because the worst thing that can happen is the lamb boils in its own juices, so I definitely don't want that to happen. That won't be good for my image if that happens. So that's colouring nicely, so now I'm just going to toss it a little bit. See how quick that is? See, this is the kind of lovely colour you're looking for. You see this kind of nice golden bits on it? That's the sweetness, you know, and that's a flavour that you can't add naturally. You have to fry it like this and get that lovely colour coming through. See how quick this is now? I'm happy with that. I'm going to put this out in here on top of my veggies. And all of this is going to go back into the wok now in a few minutes, or the pan. Now we need another little dash of oil. And in goes the last of the lamb. If there is one tip I can give you about doing a stir fry, it's to have everything ready. Have everything to hand, because whatever you do, don't start chopping veg while at the same time you're cooking meat, because you can't keep it going. It all happens that fast, so it's really worth having everything ready right from the beginning. And in everything goes again. And can I just say to you that in here there was only 450 grams of lamb. That's all. And this is dinner for 4 people at least. 120 grams of lamb, making it a very affordable meal and a great way to use up all those veggies that you may have stockpiled, a bit like me, and that you want to keep moving along. Look at this. I am so happy with this, but I'm not finished yet. I have one more ingredient, and that is, here it's hoisin sauce. Now you can use, if you want, oyster sauce, which is also very nice in a stir fry. But both of them are quite sweet, so just be careful. It definitely goes in at the end because it'll burn in the wok, otherwise it goes in too early. But also just be careful that you don't put too much in, because you do want this, it is like dinner, it is savoury, you don't want it to taste too sweet. So we go with a spoon of it anyway. Actually no, I'm going to go with 2 spoons because I have a lot of veg. I definitely have more than the suggested amount from the recipe in there. So we'll put that aside for a sec. Give this a mix. Needs a good mix at this point. So I'm happy with that. Now to serve it up, I actually have some rice. I'm going to go over here, burning up the steps of my kitchen today. This here is my rice. For the rice, it was so easy to do. All I did was I just cooked off the rice with a little bit of stock, bit of turmeric, a little bit of garlic. So rice goes in first. All our lovely veggies and our beautiful quality assured lamb. A bit of coriander just for flavour. So let me pop this over here and you can get a good look at it. That's your stir-fried lamb with broccoli and peppers. Have a go, it's so worth trying. You'll love it.